Hey guys, project-zodiac here. I'm back with another video, and this time I am unboxing a new, video game system, but specifically a VR headset. As you guys can see, this is the Meta Quest 2. I'm just going to be calling it the Oculus Quest 2, just because it sounds better, and that's how it was originally called. Just quick disclaimer. Sorry if you guys hear a lot of background noise. I am recording this a lot earlier than I do my other videos, just because I really want to get into this before it's so late, because I normally record my videos at like midnight or 1 a.m. So my entire family is like up, running around, screaming. So if you guys hear that, I am sorry. Also, I'm sorry that my bed is very like filled with fur. My dog is currently having to stay with me in my room for a few days. Um, so his fur is all over my bed. I try to clean it up as much as I can for this video, but with that all out of the way, there's going to be another disclaimer I'm going to have to give a little bit into the video, which I'll explain that in a little bit. But anyway, this is my unboxing for the Meta Quest 2, or as I'm, like I said, going to be calling it the Oculus Quest 2. And this is something I'm super excited about. See, I love 3D things. In fact, the reason why I wanted to get a VR headset was so that I could buy and watch 3D movies, because I don't have a 3D TV, and I just saw Avatar: The Way of Water 12 times in the theaters, and I'm not exaggerating. Um, so I wanted to watch movies in 3D. I figured out that buying an old 3D TV is not the best way, because they don't really make them in 4K, or they didn't. And the few that there are now, they're super expensive. So I'm like, well, I already have a good 4K TV, a good size of it too. Am I really just gonna get rid of that for a 3D one that's gonna cost so much more money? So I just decided to look into it to see if a VR headset would work. And it does for 3D movies. So I'm like, great. Spent a lot of time researching which one to buy, and I decided to go with the Oculus Quest 2. So this one is the, as you can see up here, 128 gigabyte model. It's currently at about 400 US dollars. Um, but it's all right. I know that it was 300 before. Um, when I bought this, it actually, I guess that the Beat Saber promotion is still here, but I bought this in January 2023. So I guess that this includes Beat Saber, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But I also have some other accessories, and we'll look into those in a little bit, because I wanted to unbox everything in one big video. That's also part of the disclaimer coming up. But yeah, so I love 3D stuff in general, and with my Nintendo 3DS, I would always play it with the 3D on Max. I love 3D movies, and but I never really got into VR or anything like that. And I mean, VR is still pretty new. The only VR thing that I do have is the Nintendo Switch Labo VR kit. And I got this specifically just to play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild in 3D. Um, and that's really the only other game that uses that. So hopefully, maybe I can stream my Switch to the VR headset somehow. We'll figure it out eventually. But yeah, that's really my only experience with VR, is just that, and that's not even real actual VR. That's more just 3D. So I'm really excited for this. I did play around a bit with this before, like an Oculus Rift. An Oculus Quest before. Uh, so I kind of know what to expect. And again, we're gonna get into that, because that's kind of part of the disclaimer. So that kind of helped me in deciding to buy this as well. So that's pretty cool. But I've rambled enough. This video is going to be really long, so let's just get into this. We got, the new logo, which says MetaQuest. I do like the logo, though. The logo is pretty cool. And a very simple packaging, except that it kind of makes me feel like it's a little cheap, because like the whites here don't match. I wish they would have blended it in. But the pink, it's okay. I'm not really a big fan of the color, but it's all right. It does look very dreamy like. I do like that about this packaging. It looks very dream-like, which is pretty cool. The top is very, very bland. My initial reactions with this, and its Facebook account required, but that's no longer really the case anymore. So, and then here's the games that they advertise. And then the sides, we've got it being brown and cardboard. So my initial reactions with this is like, really, like, there's nothing here. This is some of the most minimalistic packaging I've seen, especially for like a video game system. It looks kind of cheap. How is it actually going to be? So again, like I was like just really, really surprised by this. But with that said, let's just slide this out. I've already removed the wrapping that covers this. 1 second. So yeah, I'm really excited to get into this and see how it goes. But I just really do not like this packaging. Like it's just so bland. It looks so cheap, and it kind of makes me feel like, oh, is this how it's gonna be? Like, couldn't they have at least made the cardboard a different color, or like the purplish dreamlike color or something like that? I don't know. With it just being cardboard, it really just makes me think it's gonna be cheap like Labo VR. But this is supposed to be cheap. So anyway, here we have the Oculus Quest 2, nothing here on the sides. It's definitely an interesting box. And we're about to get into that other disclaimer I had to mention, but let's just open this up. And yeah, that's pretty simple. The inside though does look really cool. I really like how this looks. I did see some unboxing videos before, and this is pretty cool. It makes me think of like an old video game system where you can just like insert the cartridge like an old Atari or something. But this has like all of our menus, I believe, like paperwork, and then the charging brick. And again, sorry for all the noises, but yeah, so that's pretty cool. USB Type-C. Now, here's that big disclaimer. I have a bunch of accessories that we're going to be looking into throughout this video. One of those a few of those accessories are coming later in this week because I ordered it from Amazon. Some of them are here already, but along with the headset. Now, the big disclaimer is that everything else I've not opened. The headset, though, I had started to open, and I'm like, well, now I feel like I want to do an unboxing video, which is why, again, I'm recording it now, because it's the middle of the week, and I have work in the morning, and again, I want to get into the headset. So some things I've already prepped before, but I'll explain. But everything else you'll see in the video, I have not opened at all. We're opening 100% for the first time here. So I just love how this looks. This definitely feels like futuristic, like the minimalistic, cheap vibe of everything else gets thrown away. This looks really cool. So we got these cool, I think they're called sense controllers. As you can see, like I did start to remove over here, but yeah, I was like in the middle of like just removing everything. I'm like, hold on, I should probably unbox this. And as you can see, I was like definitely moving around here a little bit. So you can see this is like a little dirty. But yeah, so this is the sense controllers. It feels pretty good. So that's, I believe, the left one. And then here we have the right one. I just love like how this comes off. It just feels like it's something like futuristic or magical. And I'm just pulling it out, like if anyone's ever seen anything related to Power Rangers, it feels like I'm like getting their morphers or something. So yeah, this is the sense controllers, or the touch controllers, I believe they're called. It's definitely interesting. It fits my hands pretty well, and I do have small hands, so I like this. It's pretty comfortable. It's very unique for sure. So now then, let's put these here to the side. All right. And then this is another element where I did start removing it. So I had already removed the faceplate and I had already attached it, and I was going to start booting it up, but I'm like, oh, hold on, let me just, get into the the unboxing aspect of this. So yeah, it's already set for my head. So, and I had already removed the inner lenses, as you can see. Pretty cool. And I did put the silicone thing that comes with it to protect the inside. And I heard that like the original like Oculus was just this foam thing and it caused a lot of irritation, so that's why they decided to include the silicone one. But yeah, this is how the Oculus looks. And then we got a glasses spacer here, so that's pretty cool. Let's put that aside. And I guess we can just remove this. All right, this is pretty cool. I'm really excited for this. So I guess that these are cameras as well. That's pretty interesting. Then we got the Rift. Now, the Rift has obviously been, oh, let's also remove these. I think I'm gonna keep these over here. Now, the Rift has obviously been around for a little while. And you know, about 2 years, I think, maybe 3 at this point. This is January 2023. So I kept researching on like the best accessories that I can find for this, and I came across Kiwi, and I guess a lot of people have said a lot of good things about that company. I know that the strap here is very flimsy, so I also decided to get a different headset. So let's bring in the first item, which is definitely Kiwi's alternative to the head strap. And I'll be right back. So here we have the Kiwi head strap. I know that the Quest goes for about 2 to 3 hours. I didn't really want to get a battery pack expansion because I'm going to be watching movies laying down a lot of the times, not always. And if I'm going to be playing some games, you know, because you literally have a screen right in your face, I think it makes sense to take breaks from that. And I think that a 2 to 3 hour period of play session or watching a movie is enough. And, you know, if I'm watching a movie and the battery's gonna die, I could just lay down and, you know, plug it in to charge as I'm watching the movie and just to finish it. So I decided not to go with a battery pack for the head strap for this. I think that it's enough for, you know, a virtual headset, 2 to 3 hours, and then I can, you know, rest, especially because my main video game systems is definitely 100% the Nintendo Switch, and then it's the PS5, which I did unbox the PS5 in this video, in this channel. So those are my main systems. This is, like I said, just a casual thing. I'll play every now and then. But again, my main focus with this is for 3D movies. So this is the Kiwi regular replacement head strap. And again, these packages are like, I don't know why it's just straight out cardboard with like almost nothing on it. Like, I guess some people might like this, but like, I don't know. So here we go. Head strap with Halo controller protector. I forgot about that. That's pretty cool. So let's just get in here. So yeah, these all arrived today, and the Halo ones are going to be protecting these because I heard, you know, like you can easily just keep get like hitting them and scratching them. So all right. Oh, this feels interesting. It's like silk and plastic and like cotton. I don't know how to really explain that, but that's pretty interesting. So this is the head strap. It's actually feels heavier than what I thought it was going to be. Replacement head strap, and then customer service labels. That's pretty cool. They kind of give you a little cloth. I believe that this is to clean the insides. But let's set this aside for now. Let's take a look over here. So this is, ooh, okay, this feels really nice. So this is the back of it, and I guess there's memory foam in there, so that's gonna be pretty cool. And I do know that you can like, I've looked up like some ways to watch movies on this already, and there's one program that allows you to kind of orient the screen wherever you are, so you are able to watch it laying down. Kind of wonder how this is going to interfere with that, because like this is pretty bulky. Okay, honestly this does feel a little cheap, but that's pretty cool though. This does extend from what I've seen. It's pretty quiet too. Okay, that's loud. But what's really cool about this, and this is why I also really like this one, is that like you can be having the head strap on or the Oculus on and then lift this up, so that you can like basically lift it up like a visor instead of like having to like fully remove the headset, which is the case for this if you want to look up or activate pass-through. So yeah, sorry about that. So I guess this is the correct way with the sticker. We'll assemble this out of the screen. I'm gonna cut away with it assembled just so that you guys can like just so it's not like in the way of the video. But here we have this little package, the Halo protectors, and I feel like that these can get dirty like so fast because this is just straight out silicone. But we'll attach these as well and we'll see how that goes. So let me come back with this and then we'll look at the next accessory, which is one that actually just released, and I'm really excited for this. Okay, so we're back. We got the silicone Halo covers on, as you can see right here. It was a little bit not hard, just flimsy to put it on, but then when it got on, it's like it's not sliding around at all. I'm actually pretty impressed with that. But it really makes me think about the Wii, how the nunchuck or not the nunchuck, but the Wii remote had this kind of thing, that sleeve over it. And I never used that. So I'm kind of like, do I really want to get one for this? But honestly, I can see like it, because I tend to play with my hands like this anyway, so I can see it definitely rubbing up, and I don't want to get scratched. And I guess that this would definitely protect these, and this is where like the whole sensor for some of the things are from what I read. So I think it's fine, and you can't really tell it, and it's not like it's on my hands. So it's just up here, which is a place I'm not always touching. So I think it's okay to keep these. But it's pretty cool. I got that with this here on Amazon, and this was actually so easy to put on. I thought that like you had to like move around it and like keep snapping it on and stuff, but no, it literally just slides on just like that. So that impressed me a lot too. At the end of the video, I'll try this on and put it here, and I'll like let you guys know if I think it's more comfortable or not. But let's get into the last item so far. When I say last item, that's because that's the one that's currently here at the moment. And then at the end of this video, I will like show everything together as well. So I'm gonna have to pause this video for a few days until like the next item comes, and then continue recording from there. So let's get the last item that is here today. Okay, I'm back with the next item that is here today, and that is a charging dock. Now, what's really cool about this, and this is something I'm super excited for, I'm excited for this just as much as I am for the headset. In terms of accessories, I'm just as excited about this as I am for the replacement head strap. But this is something that was actually just released a few weeks ago, I think maybe 3 weeks ago. So I kind of got into this at the perfect timing because this just released. And this is the official Kiwi charging dock for the Quest 2, as you can see. And I kept researching, do I really need a dock, all of that stuff, and I kind of decided, I kept looking around my room and I'm like, it's just going to be floating around my room because I'm not really going to have a place to put it necessarily. So I might as well just get a space specific for it, and where it's always going to be charging and be protected from getting scratched and all that stuff. So I did decide to go with a dock. And I kept looking at one. There was one that was like kind of like it curled around, and then there was like a little towel over here and then you would put the headset on the top, and then the controllers on the side, and it would like light up blue when it was fully charged or orange when it's charging. I thought that was really cool. And then I saw the Anchor one, which is just, you know, like basically like a slab, or like a cylinder, and you just put the controllers down and the headset down, and that looked pretty cool. But I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go with the Anchor one. But then I saw when I was researching accessories that Kiwi had just released this, and this kind of combines the functionality of the LEDs from the one that I, you know, wanted because it lit up, and it also combined functionality of, you know, it being kind of like a cylinder, like the Anchor one. So when I saw this, I was really tempted between this and the Anchor one, but I decided to go with this just because it looks more alien. So it looks very different, and because it lights up, and that's really cool. And apparently, like, you can change the colors and all that stuff too. So let's just get into this. So this at least has more design than the replacement strap box did, and this definitely falls in line with the Quest 2 box and design. So over here we have charging dock for Quest 2, magnetic USB-C, rechargeable batteries, USB A to C, wall charger, and the battery cover. And on the side, again, I really don't like just the brown. I mean, I like the color brown, but it, like, brown and white, yes, it works, but when you're putting it for a high-end product, it kind of looks really cheap. So then over here we have charging dock for Quest 2, LED light, 7 color options. And then we got this. Okay, so I'm super excited for this. And this definitely feels in line with like the experience of unboxing the Quest 2 itself. Except that instead of Quest, it says Kiwi. Oh, okay. So it's a magnetic latch over here on the side. Yep, you can see it there. So let's open this up. Okay. And then we got a little message, make things better. And how am I supposed to release this now? Okay, hold on 1 second. All right. That's a funny sound. Okay. So, make things better. Very similar to the Quest 2 unboxing experience. I really like this. Okay, this is a lot heavier than I thought it was going to be. All right, what's in here? Okay, charging dock instructions, user manuals. We've got a battery here for the controllers, charging the cord, the cable, and then the replacement battery covers. And we'll put these on outside of the screen as well, just to make this video be a little bit faster, because we still have a bunch of other accessories to look at in a minute. Also, because I completely forgot about this, the head strap. This actually did need to be like pushed all the way in, and there was a click. The way I had it just wasn't in all the way, so definitely push this in more. So, all right, because I was gonna mention that before I unboxed this part, but still. And now here we have it. Pole. Okay, this is so much lighter than what I thought it was going to be. Like, extremely lighter. Honestly, like, this feels, I mean, obviously this is lighter than this, but it feels like this was supposed to be lighter than what it actually is, and this feels like it's supposed to be heavier than it actually is. So it's really interesting. I don't really know why there's this like circle over here. That's bothering me. But yeah, this definitely looks very alien. I really like it. I've seen that this here you can move around. Yep. So you can move it around for the nose piece. Then this is a magnetic strip. But I'm confused. Where's the part that's supposed to attach to the actual headset? Is it in here? Oh, it is in here. I'm sorry. So the little part that the headset's going to be connecting to is in here. So let's quickly look into this. And it's all the way in there. All right. So honestly, my only real complaint with this one compared to the Anchor dock from what I saw is that the way that this mechanic works. Okay, so this and the Anchor mechanic dock basically share the same mechanic, where you have a USB port, you slide it in here into the charging section, and it'll be done just like that. But this is my complaint with this. With that one, it's literally like a little nub. It will look like this, just a little circle over here. For this one though, they decided to pull it down so that it connects over here because of the layout. I personally wish that it was the other way around, that there was a little circle over here, and that this would have also been a little circle instead of the USB-C, and that when you would connect it, this would go and attach to that, because I really just do not like this angle going down. It's just really weird. So that's my biggest complaint with this, you know, in terms of appearance and functionality. So let's just, I said I was going to do this off screen, but still, just so you guys can take a look at this. So yeah, I mean, it matches the color pretty well. I do think that this is just a little bit darker though. But yeah, then you have the charging thing there, and it connects, you know, this little section here is going to connect right over here with magnets, and then it'll charge. So that's really cool. So let me just cut away, put everything together. So here's everything together. As you can see, it looks honestly better in person than what it does in photos. I thought that this was looking a little bit lopsided in the photos, but no, it sits really, really well. And it just looks really futuristic. And again, when it's plugged in, this whole bottom thing here lights up. I'll show you that in a minute, but I just want to show you guys how this all connects. So as I explained earlier, these just casually go in there. So they're charging. And then the headset, like I said, just for a better explanation. And it should be in there pretty well. And then if you look to the side, I guess we can move this a little bit forward. And then there we go. So honestly, this is really impressive. And I was worried that like half of the headset will be off the actual dock. But no, it sits there really, really, you know, comfortably, as you can see right over here. Yes, you're not supposed to be moving it around. I just am, just because, you know, to show. But yeah, it just sits here, you know, pretty comfortably, and there's a lot of, you know, space left. But I'm kind of curious how this is going to look with the actual headset on. So I'm gonna put that on, and I'll be back, and we'll look at that, and then the rest of this video will be the other accessories. But let me quickly just take this out so we can take a look at the underneath part of this. which we've got some buttons over here. This is to change colors, that's to turn it on. And then right over here is the LED strip, which is pretty cool. Very, very simple, but also very alien and very sleek at the same time. So we'll be right back. I'm in the process of actually changing out the straps. This was a lot easier to remove than I thought it was going to be, but like, also it's pretty cool. There's speakers here. So that's really cool. But yeah, this is just how it looks like without the facial interface. And then here's the foam aspect of it as well. This was actually a little bit harder to take out than I thought it was going to be, the facial interface. So, but yeah, I'll be back. Okay, so I'm actually gonna have to do the rest of this video handheld, because this just broke, which sucks because I'm in the middle of this video. This is my phone holder from my tripod, so I'm probably gonna try to super glue it. We'll see how that goes, but anyway, here it is with the Kiwi strap on, and yeah, it is definitely so much more comfortable. So it's already designed for my head now. I put it on. It's pretty cool. So let's just test this again with the Kiwi stand or charging dock, and we'll see how that looks. And again, there's going to be some other items coming up soon in a few minutes for you, but for me it's in a few days. And then there we go. So this is the official strap. Honestly, I mean, yeah, like this is kind of upsetting, you know, like there isn't something here to hold it, but like if I decide to just do that, it actually makes it look pretty good. But then you have this big thing here sticking up, so it's a little bit of a struggle, you know, but either way, I think it just makes sense to just keep it as it is. But it works on, but yeah, that makes the back for it pretty heavy, so you can't just like lift it up. But again, this is a charging dock, you're just supposed to place it on it. But this is how it's gonna look, and I think it looks pretty cool. So yeah, for you guys, the next items is coming in just a few seconds. For me, it's gonna be a few days. So I'll see you guys in a few seconds. So I'm now back. For you guys, it's just a few seconds. For me, it's been about a day or two. Technically 2 days. But the last accessory finally arrived, and it just came in a Amazon box with a bag inside of it, or around it. So this is actually a carrying case, but there's a couple other things in here as well. And so yeah, this is probably like the fastest unboxing. So this is a lot lighter and a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. I was expecting it to be like, you know, it's like here up until like where my hand is. And it's also a lot thinner too. I was expecting it to be like also up to here. So I thought it was going to be pretty big. But yeah, this is, you know, I kind of like the color of it. It's a nice gray color. It's also pretty hard, so that's pretty good. And there's a couple other things in here as well. So this isn't the last accessory. And I got this just because, you know, it's a portable headset, and I mean, I doubt I'm gonna be taking it out anywhere really, but you know, if I'm gonna go over a friend's house and he hasn't played the VR headset, then I could just put it in here. Mostly just for that, really. I mean, I could put it in my backpack, but I don't really want to risk damaging it because it's pretty expensive. So yeah, nice hard carrying case. I wanted to get one that was kind of like a backpack. I saw some of those, but I don't know, because I like the concept that you could like carry it like a backpack. But when I saw that Kiwi's one actually comes with a strap and you can clip it over here, and then the other one is over here. I thought, well, like, I might as well just go with this because it's also a bundle. It comes with some extra accessories. And it resembles the original one a little bit, but I do like the original one's design a little bit more. It's a little bit more alien, I suppose. I like that because it's like just a big gray oval. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, let's just open this up. And it's pretty interesting how there's like just this slant like that. Kind of makes me think of like the bottom of a shoe or something. Then we open this up. All right, so looks like we get a little carrying pouch here for some wires or things like that. This actually feels pretty nice, almost like soft and comfortable. I don't really know how to explain it. But this also came with some inserts for the lenses just to keep them clean, which is something I really wanted as well. This feels like styrofoam in a way, but yeah, I don't really like how these feel, but you know, just to keep the lenses clean, and I mean, it was part of a bundle, so it kind of was free. I don't mind that. But yeah, so here we have the headset, and I suppose all we gotta do is just put these on like so. It's not on all the way, but that's fine. Is it just me or is this coming out? No, it's just me. And I think it's supposed to go this way. Yeah, that fits in so much easier. So yeah, there we go. And now it's protected. So it's pretty nice. You know, basic. Doesn't need to be anything really fancy. So it's fine that it feels kind of cheap. And again, I'm not complaining because it came free with this. So there's another thing over here which we'll get to in a minute. But this is heavy. Like, I'm shocked at how heavy this is. Is this the strap? Like, okay, wow, yeah, this is the strap. This thing is heavy. Interesting. So yeah, it comes with that strap. The hooks kind of make me think of like the O for Oculus. So that's pretty cool. Kind of feels like the texture of a seat belt, honestly. That's so thick and heavy, like wow. Okay, so that's interesting. Let's see what else we got. These little things that are literally nothing. Okay, so I guess that this is where the controllers are gonna go. These little flaps over here. Headset's gonna go over here, and we got a nice strap here to keep it in place. And then there's a wire thing over here to, like, you know, keep your wires intact, I suppose. So it's not bad. But now let's take a look at this over here. This is something that I have been really excited for. Oh, this feels soft. Wow. Okay, so this is the silicone face and lens cover set. So that's why the lens cover came with it as well. So, you know, just instruction manual. Nothing too crazy about it, but I really was excited for this, and I'm just shocked at how soft this feels. Like, this is really, really soft. But yeah, so this is a very interesting thing because this has some flaps here, as you can see, to block out light from under the headset, because this headset, some light can seep through. So that's pretty cool, you know, that it came with this. So I was really excited for that. These here are kind of bothering me. I hope that on the actual headset it's not going to be an issue. But we will put this here to the side. Oh wait, there is something else in here. What the hell? I am so confused right now. Like, we got these, but now we have these. So like, are there two of them? Interesting. Okay. Because I thought it was just supposed to be one. But anyway, so these definitely feel a lot better for sure. These feel like really soft too. So yeah, all you have to do for this one here is just stretch it, put it on, just like that. That looks pretty nice too. And then you just pull it out like that. It's not bad. Sorry again for everywhere. The past few days have been using it with the replacement hand strap, and this is so comfortable now. The other one I didn't have any issues with. It just like slid around a lot, and it kept like sliding my eyelids down a bit. So it made my eyes a little uncomfortable because of that. So I had to like really position it a lot. But with this head strap, it kind of takes away that issue, so that's pretty good. But let's just first find out how this is gonna look. I'm just gonna cut away and come back with everything built in. So yeah, in the end, this is how it looks all together. I kind of really don't like how the controllers stick out like that. You know, they're supposed to be strapped in over there. I'm really glad I got the halo covers just because of how you have to put it in, how they keep rubbing on each other, but it does make it a little harder to put that there. I wish that it was more like the official one, traveling case, where the controllers kind of like connect with each other like this and go in the center. But yeah, this fits this pretty well. You know, I got this wrap here. I did change the face pad as well. Here's the original one, and this is definitely a lot better too, and it does block out all the lights, so I really like that. A complaint that I also had, which I knew about before, was that you have to remove the back plate here and put it down. Unfortunately, that's just how it is for many of these stands with, you know, something that's not the original head strap, but you know, it works pretty well. And then to close it, and you know, you keep the pouch over here. To close it, all you have to do is just do that, and then you just, and then you go, and it stays all pretty nicely in there. So I just want to show you guys how the headset looks when it's charging as well real quick, and then we can end the video. So yeah, this is how it looks when it is resting and charging. Please ignore the kind of dirty glass over here. I really have to wash this. It's been a very long time. But yeah, so as you guys can see, you know, like it just lights up so well. It just looks so cool, and just really futuristic at the same time. And there's different modes that you can have this. This is just the default mode. I'm not gonna play around with that because this video is already long and it's really late right now. So yeah, I could have this pushed all the way over here, but so that way that the head strap can go back, or you know, I could shrink it so it's not all the way, but this would still be really forward, and to like keep pushing it back and forth is kind of annoying. So I think that I'm just gonna leave it like this. It kind of looks pretty cool. But with that said, you know, I might decide to, you know, like when I'm gonna be charging it, but I mean, this is where it's gonna be hosted anyway. My Nintendo 3DS actually used to be right here with a little stand that I had for it. So this kind of took the 3DS's spot basically. But yeah, it doesn't make sense for me to like move it back and forth, because like if it's gonna be resting anyway, it's just gonna be here. So I might as well just, you know, lift up these here and then lift this up. So I mean, it looks pretty cool. And then, you know, you can see the indicators here, and there's a button here which changes the modes of the colors, and then there's just the power button. and then it's not charging when it's like that. So yeah, now let's just get everything together. Not the charging deck though, because I don't want to unplug this, but everything else, let's just take a look and end the video. So here we have it, guys. Everything I bought for the Oculus Quest 2, or Meta Quest 2, but all of my accessories and the actual headset itself. So we've got the actual headset with the controllers, that's 1. Replacement strap, 2. Replacement facial covering, I forgot the name for this, but that's 3. Lens protector, 4. 5 if you want to count this one as well. 6